Hello students, welcome to the topic Environmental Studies. Environmental Studies is not only a collection of facts or information about the environment, it is about the way we all should live. It is expected to give you information about the environment that will lead to a concern for your own environment. When you develop this concern, you will begin to act at your own level to protect the environment we all live in. The need for sustainable development is a key to the future of mankind. The degradation of our environment is linked to continuing problems of pollution, loss of forest, solid waste disposal, issues related to economic productivity and national as well as ecological security. The increasing level of global warming, the depletion of the ozone layer and a serious loss of biodiversity have also made everyone aware of growing environmental concerns. Environmental management has become a part of the healthcare sector also. Human beings have been interested in ecology since the beginning of civilization. Even our ancient scriptures have included practices and values related with environmental conservation. It is now even more critical than ever before for mankind as a whole to have a clear understanding of environmental concerns and to follow sustainable development practices. India is rich in biodiversity, which provides various resources for people. It is important in a biodiversity rich country like India to protect microbes, plants and animals that have useful genetic properties. Attempts are made to conserve them. Destruction of habitats, overuse of energy resources and environmental pollution has been found to be responsible for the loss of a large number of life forms. Thus, environment education becomes important in universities. Before going in detail, hope that all knows what is an environment. To remind you, the term environment means surroundings in which the organisms live. It is the sum of all biotic or living and abiotic or non-living factors that surround and potentially influence an organism. Environment can be divided into two categories. One, natural environment and two, man-made or anthropogenic environment. The environment that comes into existence without interference of man is called natural environment. It operates through self-regulating mechanism. Any change in the natural ecosystem brought about by natural process is counterbalanced by changes in other components of the environment. The environment which has been modified by human activities is called man-made environment. Man is the highest of all the creatures on this earth. He is modifying the environment according to his own needs and ways without taking into account its consequences. Increase in the scientific technologies which are the product of human brain is now deteriorating the environment. Environmental studies deals with every issues that affects an organism. It is essentially a multidisciplinary approach that brings about an appreciation of our natural world and human impacts on its integrity. It is an applied science as it seeks practical answers to making human civilization sustainable on the earth's finite resources. Different components of the environment are interlinked and interdependent. Environment creates favorable conditions for the existence and development of living organisms. Environment is not a single subject. It is an integration of several subjects that include both science and social studies. Its components include biology, geology, chemistry, physics, engineering, sociology, health, anthropology, economics, statistics, computers and philosophy. To understand all the different aspects of our environment, we need to understand different issues and cover every major discipline. We live in a world in which natural resources are limited. Water, air, soil, minerals, oil, the products we get from forests, grasslands, oceans and from agriculture and livestock are all a part of our life support systems. Without them, life itself would be impossible. As we keep increasing in numbers and the quantity of resources each of us uses also increases, the earth's resource base must inevitably shrink. The earth cannot be expected to sustain this expanding level of utilization of resources. Added to this is misuse of resources. We waste or pollute large amounts of nature's clean water. We create more and more material like plastic that we discard after a single use, and we waste colossal amount of food which is discarded as garbage. Manufacturing processes create solid waste by products that are discarded, as well as chemicals that flow out as liquid waste and pollute water, and gases that pollute the air. Increasing amount of waste cannot be managed by natural processes. These accumulate in our environment, leading to a variety of diseases and other adverse environmental impacts, now seriously affecting all our lives. Air pollution leads to respiratory diseases, water pollution to gastrointestinal diseases, and many pollutants are known to cause cancer. Improving this situation will only happen if each of us begins to take action in our daily lives that will help preserve our environmental resources. We cannot expect governments alone to manage the safeguarding of the environment, nor can we expect other people to prevent environmental damage. We need to do it ourselves. It is a responsibility that each of us must take on as one's own. Can I ask you to do a small activity? Assess the level of damage to the environment due to your actions that have occurred during your last week. Think about water. How much do you really need to use for brushing your teeth, having bath, washing clothes, washing the scooter or car? Where did the water come from? What is its actual source? How has it reached you? Where will the wastewater go? Do you feel you should change the way you use water? How can you change this so that it is more sustainable? Similarly, think about food, fossil fuels like petrol, diesel, then paper, electrical energy, etc., and find answers to the questions. Once we begin to ask these questions of ourselves, we will begin to live lifestyles that are more sustainable and will support our environment. The topic environmental studies is to bring about an awareness of a variety of environmental concerns. It attempts to create a pro-environmental attitude and a behavioral pattern in society that is based on creating sustainable lifestyles. Conservation is best brought about through creating a love for nature. Environment education can never remain static. It must change with the changing times which inevitably change our environment. Each of us creates waves around us in our environment that spreads outwards like the ripples generated by dropping a stone in a quiet pond. Every one of us is constantly doing something to our environment, and it is frequently a result of an act that we can hardly ever reverse. Just as once the stone has hit the water, one cannot stop the ripple effect from disturbing the pond. The aesthetic and recreational values that nature possesses enliven our existence on earth. This is created by developing national parks and wildlife sanctuaries in relatively undisturbed areas. A true wilderness experience has not only recreational value but is an incredible learning experience. The beauty of nature encompasses every aspect of the living and non-living part of the earth. One can appreciate the magnificence of a mountain, the power of the sea, the beauty of a forest, and the vast expanse of the desert. It is these natural vistas and their incredible diversity of plant and animal life that has led to the development of several philosophies of life. It has also inspired artists to develop visual arts and writers and poets to create the works that vitalize our lives. A wilderness experience has exceptional recreational value. This has been described as nature tourism or wildlife tourism and is also one aspect of adventure tourism. These recreational facilities not only provide a pleasurable experience but are intended to create a deep respect and love for nature. In an urban setting, green spaces and gardens are vital to the psychological and physical health of city dwellers. It provides not only an aesthetic and visual appeal but the ability to ensure that each individual is able to access a certain amount of peace and tranquility. There are many organizations, agencies, NGOs and government bodies who work for the environment and its protection. Worldwide Fund for Nature, New Delhi, CPR Environmental Education Center, Madras, Center for Environment Education, Ahmedabad, Bharati Vidyapeeth Institute of Environmental Education and Research, Pune, Center for Science and Environment, New Delhi, Wildlife Institute of India, Dehradun, Botanical and Zoological Survey of India are a few among them. Now, you are clear about the importance of environmental studies. We are living on spaceship Earth with a limited supply of resources. It is the prevention of environment degradation in which we must all take part that must become a part of all our lives. Each of us is responsible for spreading this message to as many people as possible. Thank you.